All right, so why do I charge so much to dump debris? It's pretty simple. This is exactly why right here. We'll go over it here in a second, but let's roll some dump trailer footage. All right, that's not me. Not a bad haul. Not bad at all. What do we got? Oh, not too much. Oh, let's get some of this linoleum. Woo! All right. That's probably why we're replacing it, right? Oh, looks like we got a hitchhiker. Go. Let's go down with it. Nails are everywhere. Yeah, we won't record all of this. This is just gravity working. All right, so why do I charge $400 to $500 per dump? Is because it costs me money every dump, basically. Like we're gonna go over here in a second. You'll see exactly what I pay. There's really no spot for me to dump it elsewhere, so this is kind of a minimum price, and it fluctuates because sometimes they'll say, because my dump is almost 15 yards, but then they'll say it's a 10 yards or 5 yard minimum. Oh, there'll be like 8 yards or whatever it is, and then I just pay it. I'm not going to argue with them. Like, oh no, it's 6.5, not 7.5 or whatever it is. So you're not going to argue with them. I mean, if they're going to tell you, please, don't dump here, then I have to drive 3 hours round trip to find the next dump site. So no, we're not going to do that. So my fees are what they are because I need to cover my loss if I have to pay $300 and some dollars, which I have before, where they've told me, hey, 10 yard minimum, so my fee on that was over $300, and if I only charge $300, then I'll end up losing money to dump some customers' debris. So we can't do that, right? So that's why I charge so much, because it's never the same. If it is the minimum, which the minimum we're going to go over here in a second, you'll see itemized in my receipt. That's I'm making money, but it's not a lot. I know some people comment on my other videos saying, hey, I only charge $60 to dump my entire dump trailer, which is, I mean, that's fantastic. That's why you can charge $200 to dump something or $300 to dump something, but I can't, and it's not even remotely close. I think the reason why there's other larger dumpster businesses that can charge, say, $300, $400 for 10 or 15, 20 yards is because they probably just do volume. Like, they can just take that, roll off dumpster, dump it into a bigger one, and still make a profit, still turn a profit. So main thing is the dump trailer is not only a profit way for this business to make profit, it's also convenient. It's convenient. As a matter of fact, I think it's more convenient than I care about making profit, because it's having the dump trailer on site. It's on site right now to another job site where my subcontractors can make money tomorrow, or not have to worry about putting everything in like little brute trash bins or anything like that. They can just chuck it into the dump trailer and be done with it. So absolutely, convenience is almost number one. Profit's number two, but obviously profit's number one, because that's always in business. That's always number one. And if you don't think it is, it is for sure. So let's go over real quick. It's right here. So let's just go over the invoice. All right, so you guys can see here they have a minimum of 5 yards at $25.50, $127. Fuel surcharge that goes up all the time, $5.37. Standard ENV, whatever that is, $26. These are all just itemized fees. So they have a minimum of 5 yards no matter what. If I'm dumping a yard or 5 yards, it's a minimum of 5 yards at a cost of $181.03. That's the minimum. And when I first started back in May, it was like $171-ish or so. So it's gone up even in the 10 months that I've, or 7 months. I can't do math right now, but in the less than a year that I've had it, it's gone up. So that's the minimum. So if anybody's, if you're charging $200, you're still losing money because time it takes to go pick it up, drop it off, fuel, your time, all that kind of stuff. So it has to be at least $400 because this could easily, the 5 yards could turn into 10 yards easily because they can just say, hey, it's 10 yards because I usually have over 10 yards of debris in that dump trailer when I'm dumping it anyway. So, or they can say 15 yards and then, you're up poop creek, right? So this is what my fees are per dump, and that's the minimum. It could be more. All right, so that's my fees. That's bare minimum of what this is. And the way I go around this is jobs where I say the customer doesn't need 10, 15 yards of debris removal, so I'll charge a customer $200 to remove probably a couple trash bins worth of debris, or they can take care of it themselves. I've had customers do that as well, but I'll charge them, $200 at a minimum to remove the debris, get it in, transport it, debris removal. So I'll have multiple jobs like that where I can just chuck it into the dump trailer, and yeah, there's debris in the dump trailer, but I'm not gonna go empty it because there's probably less than 5 yards in there, and there's no point. So, and I can compound that money in, that's another avenue of income. Even though it's not an entire dumpster rental, it's still debris removal, it's still a fee that I charge. And having the dumpster at my storage or another job site, it's just like a mobile trash dump for other jobs for sure. So, and I use it for my own house, all that kind of stuff as well. So, and when it gets to a point where it needs to be dumped, then I just dump it and take that money out of the account, and then we're still turning a profit, right? So I think that's all I have really. I mean, that's why I charge so much. And yes, I've charged $500 before because either it's a pain in the butt, the market, just you can. I didn't want to deal with it, the debris removal, but if they're going to pay me, then they might as well pay me what I want to. And it's been $500 before because it's called the pain in the butt factor, right? So yeah, it is what it is. Like and subscribe, you guys. I'll see you in the next.